Think and Grow Rich is the best book ever written on how to accomplish your goals. So in this video, I'm going to bring you through how to break down the 13 complicated steps in the book Think and Grow Rich into 5 simple buckets. This will be the simplest summary you've ever heard on Think and Grow Rich so that you can take immediate action and find the easiest route to accomplishing your goals. I use this 5 simple step framework that I'm going to bring you through as a summary of Think and Grow Rich to grow my own business from $0 to $4 million in annualized revenues in just 3 years as a 29-year-old with a bankrupt family and a lot of self-doubt. So if I can do it, you can do it. So I'm going to break this down for you in this video. And what's really important is to start with the 13 principles. So I'm going to summarize them for you right now. Number 1 is you have to have a burning desire. Number 2, faith. Number 3 is auto-suggestion. Number 4 is specialized knowledge. Number 5 is imagination. Number 6 is organized planning. Number 7 is decision. Number 8 is persistence. Number 9 is the power of the mastermind principle. And then number 10 through 14 goes as follows. The transmutation of sex energy, as they say, which is the most controversial chapter in the book. Then there's the subconscious mind, the brain, is chapter 12 or principle 12. And then we have the 6th sense. So when I first read this book, I was like a little overwhelmed. Like, how am I going to implement all 13? So what I had to do is I had to go and break down these 13 principles into 5 simple buckets. So here they are. So make sure you're paying attention and take notes on this because it took a lot of, I've read the book probably 20 times. All right. The first bucket is setting and believing big goals, right? The first 3 principles summarize this. Principle 1, burning desire. Principle 2, faith. And principle 3, auto-suggestion, which is essentially where you use affirmations to convince yourself that your goals are possible. These are all related to setting big goals, big desire tied to them, and believing that they are possible. So that's bucket number 1. So making it super simple, Think and Grow Rich says set big goals and convince yourself that they're possible through faith and auto-suggestion, okay? Now, the second and third principle that I'm going to bring you through here as a summary, there's 5 buckets I'm bringing you through. The second bucket is what's really important, okay? And I summarize this as creating great action plans, okay? Not mediocre action plans, not guesses, not on a whim type stuff, okay? Great action plans, which are fueled by the right information. This summarizes the next 3 steps in Think and Grow Rich, okay? The next 3 steps being specialized knowledge, imagination, okay, and organized planning. So specialized knowledge, imagination, and organized planning is how you go from big burning desire down to the nuts and bolts, right? So let's think about this. Specialized knowledge is where once you've set a big burning desire, you got to realize I'm not going to be on an island accomplishing this goal. I'm going to go out and seek information from experts to gain specialized knowledge in the area in which I want to succeed. Then you have to take that organized knowledge and allow it to fuel your imagination to picture a bigger, better future that aligns with your burning desire. But that's not enough. Last but not least, you have to create an organized plan. You have to take all this information from the wise people you learn from who have been there, done that in the industry you want to conquer. And you have to disseminate that into an organized plan. So this is the second bucket. So again, the first bucket is setting and believing big goals, right? Which you use burning desire, faith, and auto-suggestion, also known as affirmations, to do. The next bucket includes the next 3 principles on Think and Grow Rich, which is specialized knowledge, which leads to imagination, which then has to go down into an organized plan, okay? And before I go to the bucket number 3, one of the most powerful tools I've ever come up with for this tool is what's called a project planner. So if you want to download my project planner, the link is in the description of the video at tools.smbteam.com. You can get it completely for free. Okay, anyway. Organized planning, the opposite of this is where you learn like tidbits of information and then you like put it into a I'll get to it type plan. That never gets done, right? So we have to create organized plans. So that's the second bucket, is creating great action plans fueled by the right information. All right. So the third bucket, as we're summarizing the book Think and Grow Rich, is making decisions and sticking through until they're finished. Okay, so this is where we combine the next two principles, which is principle 7, decision, principle 8, which is persistence. Okay, so we combine these two and we say, okay, we have a burning desire. We're convincing ourselves of our burning desire. We've created an organized plan. We've seeked out experts in the area in which we want to conquer, right? Then the next step is we have to make decisions and stick through with those decisions long enough to see if the decision actually worked. Right now, what a lot of people do is they'll dabble in the information, say learn X from expert Y, learn Y from expert Z, learn all these little tips and tricks, and it never goes into a final decision, right? Where then you stay persistent with that decision all the way through to completion to see, did this work, right? Which is the ultimate question you're trying to answer as you grow in your life or your business, right? Did this test work? So this is where I came up with the concept of rapid 30 to 90 day experimentation, right? How can you take all this disseminated wisdom and then boom, pound into it a 30-day test or a 90-day test? And instead of deliberating about whether or not it's going to work, you just immediately go into testing it, right? Okay, so that's bucket number 3, is making decisions and sticking through, which ties principle 7 and 8 together into one bucket. Okay. So number 4 is also really important. And I'd put this as one of the principles because it's so important. And that's the power of the mastermind, which is principle number 9 in Think and Grow Rich of 13. The power of the mastermind is this, is you can go have a burning desire. You could go create the best organized plan ever, right? You could make decisions on it and stick through for persistence. And you can do all that good stuff. But if you're not surrounded by people who are also growing in their lives, you're going to burn out at some point. It's too hard to clash, right? It's too hard to be the most motivated person in your circle. So you have to surround yourself with people who are also growing. I don't care if they're in a different industry. I don't care if they're not perfectly related to your vertical or industry. You have to surround yourself with people who are in growth mode if that's what you want for yourself. Otherwise, you'll get burned out. So think about who can be on my team, on my mastermind team for financial literacy, who can be on my team for leadership literacy, who can be on my team for industry expertise literacy, right? Who do I need on my team to fill in my weak spots? That is the power of the mastermind principle, which is bucket number 4 in my super summarized version of Think and Grow Rich. Bucket number 5 is the last 4 sections of Think and Grow Rich: the transmutation of sex energy, the subconscious mind, the brain, and the 6th sense. So I bucket all these together into the 5th bucket, and I call it controlling your subconscious and crushing your bad beliefs. In my opinion, that's what the last 3 say to me, is if you can just control your subconscious mind, get out of your subconscious mind's way when it starts believing what's possible and stop talking yourself out of it from your conscious mind, then you can finally get yourself to the 6th sense, which is where you start getting unconscious competence, where you're so good at something that you're not even conscious how good you are at it, right? Think like Michael Jordan level talent, right? And skill combined. And the hard thing to get to the 6th sense is you have to get your conscious mind out of the way, but you also have to use your conscious mind to influence your subconscious mind so that you stop with these faulty, dusty beliefs and fears that hold you back that really have never been questioned. So in summary, here are the 5 summarization buckets of Think and Grow Rich, of these 13 principles to make it easy for you. The first bucket is you have to set and believe really big goals. Bucket number 2 is you have to create great action plans, which are fueled by the right information, by seeking out experts. Okay. Step 3, or bucket 3, buckets the next 2 together, which is decision and persistence. Okay. You got to make decisions on things and stick through until those decisions are fully completed. Right. Then bucket number 4 is surrounding yourself with great people through the mastermind principle. And then bucket number 5 is controlling your subconscious and crushing your negative beliefs. So I hope you found this video valuable. We have so many other videos on this channel. So I want you to click this video up here, this next video, because this is going to help you take and put into action what I'm talking about right now. Again, my name is Bill Hauser, CEO of the SMB team. I'm super excited because I feel like I cracked the code on Think and Grow Rich. Okay. And here's a quick bonus: model, mimic, master, right? Model, mimic, master. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel in your business. Someone else has already figured out what you need to figure out. So who can you model? Who can you model on the sales side of your business, on the marketing side of your business, on the operations side of your business? Who's got your answers? That's what this book talks about. Okay. Who's got your answers? Who can you model? I guarantee if you ask yourself that question, you will be able, just like I did, to make Think and Grow Rich the best tool in your arsenal on going and accomplishing your goals. And I will see you in the next video. Stay great.